Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael and I've been taking you guys with me for a journey of paying off over $140,000 worth of student loan debt. And in today's Transfer Tuesday, I'm going to be sharing with you guys and showing you guys my real numbers of how much money I was able to transfer this week. This being the first Transfer Tuesday that I'm doing in the month of December, with the goal of hopefully being debt-free by sometime early next spring. So the first thing I need to share and update you guys on is where I am currently at with my debt payoff journey. I checked right before pressing record, as I did all my homework before pressing record, including making the transfer. And prior to making this week's Transfer Tuesday, I currently have an outstanding student loan debt amount of $18,194.91. And that, of course, includes the accrued interest for this month. In fact, I was looking at how much interest has already accrued since the last payment, which was, I think, November 28th. And there is already $40.99 of interest accrued just since November 28th. And that's kind of astounding because, I mean, $40, that's like, at least for me, that's like a full tank of gas. So I would rather get that money back and not have to be giving the government any more of my gas money. So there's a little bit over $18,000 left with my government student loans, which, by the way, is the only form of debt I have outstanding other than my mortgage. And my plan currently is to have this amount of debt entirely paid off by May of 2024. That's, of course, if my plan goes according to plan. I'm able to continue to pay $3,000 every single month from December until May. What's probably going to happen is once I get to close to $3,000, I'm assuming in that last month, as long as everything's going financially fine, even if it is a little bit over $3,000, I would probably just chuck whatever amount is left over at it to get it done and gone before May is over, because that would be a really sweet birthday present to give to myself, to be entirely student loan debt free from $140,000 worth of debt. Now, some of the most recent months, like October and November, I wasn't quite able to fully reach that $3,000 amount. I believe I was last month in November. I made a video all about that I was officially able to hit $3,000, but in October, I don't think I was, if I remember correctly. But I do have a secret weapon kind of placed somewhere up my sleeve, so to speak, metaphorically, of course. I don't actually have one, so YouTube algorithm, don't get mad at me. But my little secret weapon that I have is that usually when tax return season comes, as it will be coming, early February, March, April, around that time, usually around the tax return season, I do get on average between $4,000 to $6,000 back in my tax returns, which I know some people are like, you should aim to hit that around zero, because then that's money you could have used to pay off your student loans faster. I get it. But just with how my, paychecks are set up with my W-2 income job, that's how things work. I'd rather get a little bit back than have to pay into, tax returns. So that's the kind of secret weapon I have, that even though October I was not able to do the $3,000 that month, come tax return season time, I do hope to have a little bit of extra money that I can then take and put towards my government student loans. That's what everyone's looking forward to with their tax returns this coming year. So without further ado, I'm going to move into the main portion of this video, which of course is the Transfer Tuesday portion, because that's what this video is, a Transfer Tuesday, showing you guys and explaining how much money I was able to take out of my local bank account where my paychecks go when I get paid, and putting that money this week in the form of a student loan payment. I'm putting on hold right now, at least for this video, the sinking funds and the investing, because money can be a little bit tight around Christmas time, and I want to focus on the big necessity, which of course is getting myself out of debt. So this month, today's December 11th, technically tomorrow will be the 12th, which is when this video is going to be released. This month I was able to make a transfer towards my government student loans so far of $1,112.69. Now, how this was parsed out is that $112.69 is actually the minimum amount that is due on my government student loans. And that kind of gets divvied up between the different loans. Well, they call them groups, but the different loans that are in the overall government student loan bucket. And so $112.69 is actually what's due. But what I'm doing is taking and throwing on top of that another $1,000. I know that doesn't equal $3,000, but we still have the rest of December to decide what I'm going to do and hopefully meet that $3,000. But I was able to put $1,000 on top of that $112. And what I did was that $1,000 I specifically targeted. I'll flash it up here in a screenshot because I can't remember what group, what the name of the group was. It's always usually something that starts with an A. But on this particular one that is somewhere up on the screen, it was a little bit over 4%. And I didn't like that. I think it had already accrued $15 of interest since the last payment. And I really don't like it when interest is gained against me. So I'm looking at the ones that are kind of gaining the most interest against me. And another reason why I targeted this loan is because I think it has just over $2,000 left in that group. And if I want to get rid of the loans in this way where I'm kind of headhunting them and getting rid of them with the ones that have the highest interest rate, this one, if I do end up making another payment this month, it's inevitably going to be getting rid of this loan because it's going to bring it down to a little over $1,000. So if I make another payment, that loan will be gone and I'll have another group gone with my government student loans, which is always a good thing. We want to see these loans totally wiped out, gone for good. So this month and this week, December the 11th of 2023, I was able to make a transfer of $1,112.69. And even though it includes that minimum payment, I'm still going to keep $2,000 as the goal to then pay sometime the rest of the month. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm hoping to do it. You know, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm sure many of you can feel it, during December with Christmas presents and everything, even though I have sinking funds set up for that kind of help reduce the budget cost of Christmas spending, it's still just a tighter financial month. You know, you have Christmas present stuff going on, and then there's always something that's going to be breaking down. This week, I almost thought I had to replace my washing machine, which thank God I didn't. It was an easy fix. Same thing with my dishwasher. I'm thinking about just becoming a plumber because there was 2 things in the same day that went bad that has to do with water and washing in my house. But thankfully, I was able to fix both of those through the help of YouTube, which, speaking of YouTube, great segue, didn't even plan that. If you find enjoyment and my types of videos inspire you to get yourself out of debt or to take better hold of your financial situation or whatever you're going through in your life, whether it's getting yourself out of debt or investing, if you find enjoyment or value in that, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. I tend to post usually every week, although sometimes I miss weeks depending on if there's nothing going on financially in my life. But that's going to wrap up today's Transfer Tuesday. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.